Let's get started. Okay, so recently there is a new blog which is titled blog number 1 for bloxfruits, made by the owners of the game, obviously the developers, the main developers of the game, and they actually answered a bunch of questions that I think a lot of us are pretty interested. Apart from that, they also answered a bunch of stuff and also revealed a few stuff that they're going to be working on. So let's get started. The Blox Bulletin, a new chapter unfolds. Welcome to our first edition, issue number 1, March 20, 2025. Turtle Island under siege by falling stars. The skies over Turtle Island have been anything but normal. Fiery meteors are crashing down, shaking the ground before vanishing without a trace. Some resident calm the air feels heavier as if the island itself is shifting. Adding to the mystery, a hooded figure has been spotted near the impact sites, disappearing before anyone can get close. No one knows their intentions, but rumors are spreading. Is this just a strange phenomenon, or is something powerful approaching? Then they answered a bunch of questions. Will anything be done about the lag spikes in C3? They're going to be working on that. About the current PvP meta, we're going to talk about this because I think this is the biggest one, this one as well, and then this one right here, okay? So what about the current PvP meta? Is it getting a rebalance? So obviously the current PvP meta in bloxfruits revolves around basically spamming fruits. It has been like that for a very long time now. Ever since leopard got added, you could pretty much just spam fruits and, you know, be to hell with the combos. Basically, you could just spam pretty much any fruit you want and get to very high bounties just spamming those fruits, like just spamming, you know, dragon, just spamming leopard, yeti, and it took absolutely zero skill, right? And apparently they're working on fine-tuning the hitbox, damage scaling, and cooldowns, make fights more fair and skill-based. And one thing I want to mention here is bloxfruits is bloxfruits. No matter what happens, the combat is always going to be basic. It's not gonna, you know, reach levels of like RLCs. It's always gonna be a basic combat, but at least when they add something like this, it's no longer gonna be, you know, more spam based. So maybe Dragon and Yeti is no longer gonna be as overpowered as it was before, which is actually pretty nice. And then this is actually pretty significant. Which bloxfruits are being added or reworked in this update? So by the way, Indra and Mr. 43 are the ones that are being interviewed. If you've been keeping up with the news, you probably already know. And yes, we hear you about controls rework, but that's a topic for another day. So if you're keeping up with the news, you probably already know. Apparently there is a fruit right now in the game that is apparently in progress, which is Gravity. Gravity is confirmed to be getting a rework. I don't know why Gravity is gonna get a rework, because this is like the second rework of a rework, because Gravity was already reworked before and now it's gonna get another rework, which is crazy. But what's even crazier is the fact that Control rework is not gonna be first, which I told you guys this a couple of videos ago. Control rework is gonna be saved for a big update. Will there ever be a fourth C? Not yet, but before we even think about a new C, we want to make sure the current ones are polished, balanced, and up to standard. A big expansion needs a strong foundation. And then they actually talked about why the Dragon update took so long. Basically, once they confirmed the Dragon was next, all eyes were on it, meaning they couldn't release any other fruit because the player base was gonna get mad, saying, oh, why did you not release Dragon first? Which is actually the case, by the way. Remember how they released Mammoth before Dragon and people were mad at how Mammoth got released before Dragon, and they didn't even confirm Dragon at that time yet? So imagine what would have happened if they confirmed Dragon and then released another fruit. People would have been so pissed. So that's probably one of the reasons why they didn't release anything last year, because they were working on Dragon only. So why does Dragon take so long to release? The fruit itself went through multiple remakes as we kept refining every detail to make it truly legendary. Unfortunately, some mismanagement of such a massive update led to further delays, which is true because there has been multiple model leaks of the, you know, Dragon rework, which I had a lot of them. I think there were around 3 model leaks that were all looking to be real. So I think it's legit that the Dragon did get reworked a bunch of times. But apparently there's a good news, because while the Dragon was in the works, they made huge progress in other parts of the game, and now they're finally ready to start rolling out the content, beginning with 3 complete reworks, which I think one of this has to be map reworks, another one has to be user interface. What's the last one gonna be? Because I think user interface is needed, map rework is also needed, so what's the last one gonna be is a big question. And that's not all. Beyond fruits, we've been developing a game-changing feature that will improve the experience for all players. It's not ready yet, but he's actually super excited about this game feature that he's talking about. So what does this mean for bloxfruits and the fans? Basically, what this means for bloxfruits and the fans is that from now on moving forward, bloxfruits will try to, keep the player base more active with their, you know, blog posts and stuff like that, which I think is a huge plus. They're gonna keep us updated on, you know, stuff that they're working on, hopefully. They're gonna keep us updated on their Twitter, they're gonna keep us updated on their Discord, and then, you know, they're gonna be releasing stuff that aren't just Fruit reworks. Because for the past 2 years, right, they've been releasing only Fruit reworks. If you take a look at update 20 and all these other updates, most of it has been, you know, centered around reworks, rework this, rework that. Most of the stuff that they add are centered around reworks. So it would actually be really nice to finally get updates that are centered on adding something new instead of adding reworks. Reworks upon reworks upon reworks. I think that would actually benefit bloxfruits quite a lot. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Leave your comments down below and, you know, comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody, and don't forget to like and subscribe.